Hello guys, Keep Right On TV here, back for yet another video. Before we get into this video, let's see if we can hit 50 likes, and if you haven't already, make sure to drop a sub. Now in today's video, it's the match preview for Watford versus Birmingham City, Tuesday night, 7:45 kickoff, and it's also on the red button for those wondering. So yeah, let's get straight into the opposition team. So Watford are having a disappointing season. They've had about 2 or 3 managers this season, and coming down from the Premier League, I put Watford to be in the top 2 at the start of the season. I know I officially didn't do a predictions video, but I put Norwich and Watford to be the top 2 like they was when they was in the Championship last time. But they sit in 11th place as of recording. Of course, that could all change if Norwich get a goal against Sunderland. Sunderland are a point ahead of them, but if Norwich get an equaliser, then Watford will go back into 10th. But yeah, as it stands, they sit in 11th place on 51 points, 6 points off Millwall in 6th place. Their last 5 results, they've had 2 draws, 2 losses and 1 win, but they haven't scored in the last 3 games. Of course, they appointed Chris Wilder the other week. He managed his first game against QPR yesterday afternoon, and they ended up losing that game 1-0 to a QPR team that, they were below us. I still think they are. They are. They're still below us in the Championship table. So that was a shock result, really, because I thought Chris Wilder would have made an instant impact at Watford. But this is going to be his first home game in charge for Watford. The top goal scorer is Sarr with 9 goals. They've also got João Pedro on 9 goals as well. They've got Dennis, João Pedro and Sarr as that front three. And you know, Chris, it's funny because I said, I think it was a couple of days before Chris Wilder was announced as the Watford manager, I would take him if a takeover happened. I think our number 1 target should be Chris Wilder. But yeah, that's completely out the window now. Of course, Blues sit in 18th place on 42 points. We're actually only 9 points off Watford. I say 9, there's only 10 games left, so I don't think we'll be catching them. But if we do beat them, then we go 6 points behind them with 9 games to go. So, you know, anything's possible, really. We're 10 points clear off the bottom 3. I said it to someone the other day. The bottom, Wigan, Huddersfield, and who's the other team? Wigan, Huddersfield, and who's the other team now? Who's the other team? Blackpool. Yeah, Blackpool. They must be the worst bottom 3 in Championship history. I don't know what the lowest points total is for the bottom 3, but yeah. So we've got a good cushion above the bottom 3. And I want us to go toe-to-toe with Watford. Toe-to-toe with them. Because I'm not really that fearful of Watford. I know, you know, the last time we played, the last time we played against Watford at their ground, it was under Bowyer, wasn't it? And it was Bowyer's second game in charge, I believe. And we lost that game 3-0. And Watford were clinical. Watford were brilliant that day. But this time round, I know they've got Chris Wilder in, but you know, I do think we can get a result. I don't think we'll win, but I do think, you know, there's a small chance we can get a result. So the lineup, what I would go for. By the way, Christian Bielik, is he going to be available for the game Tuesday night? Hopefully, hopefully he's available. He had his teeth kicked in or something along those lines. But yeah, I'm going to go with a 4-2-3-1 formation. Ruddy in goal. Now, Trusty did play as a left back against Rotherham yesterday, I believe, but I think we're going to be coming under so much pressure against Watford. I know they haven't scored in the last 3 games, but you know, Birmingham City, the perfect time to put that right. The perfect time to end their goal-scoring drought is against Birmingham City, let's be fair. So I would start Longelo as a left-back. I would have Trusty and the second centre-back. Now, I know Long scored that brilliant goal. I watched it back. I know it was a good finish from Long, but I'm more confident with Harley Dean at the back than Long, to be fair. So I would have Trusty, Dean, Connin as the right back. Now, I would start Hannibal. I know the saying goes, don't change your winning team, but I'm not a massive fan of Chang. So I would start, well, I'm guessing Bielik will be available. I don't know. I honestly don't know. So I would have Bielik and Hannibal, and then I would have Kadra on the left, because I don't really think Kadra can play as a cam. You know, he's more suited to playing either side, either wing, the left or right. So Kadra, and then I would have George Hall as the cam. George Hall, brilliant performance against Rotherham, and he actually scored in the reverse fixture as well at St Andrews. It was a brilliant finish. I watched the game, and it ended 1-1. And then I would have Chong on the right. Then I would start Scott Hogan for this game. Look, okay, I know what you're saying. Yeah, I know what the comments are going to be saying. Are you mad? But he's had look. He's been dropped. Yeah, he's been dropped, and at the end of the day, he's our top goal scorer. Okay, so he's just because he's had a couple of more than a couple of bad games, just because he's had like a bad period in the season. We can't just bench him for every single game. Hogan up top. I'm sorry, Luke Zukovic. I know you had a couple of chances from a few crosses against Rotherham where you nearly scored, but I think Scott Hogan, we're forgetting. I know. Yeah, this might be an unpopular opinion, but I would start Scott Hogan up top because at the start of the season when he was on fire, no one was complaining. No one was complaining. Players have you know players are not going to be scoring every single game. Players are obviously going to have dips in form, and that's what Scott Hogan's had. But yeah, the game Tuesday night, I think it's going to be 2-1 Watford. I think their front three, I think they're dangerous. They're definitely dangerous. And Chris Wilder is going to want to win his first home game in charge. The players are going to want to make that. They're going to make sure that happens. But I do think Blues will score. And I don't want us to play back five formation. I want us to go toe, like I said at the start of the video, I want us to go toe to toe with Watford and try and get a result, because you know what, the fans, look, the start of the season we was playing this brilliant attacking football. So the fans travelling up to Watford Tuesday night. Sorry, I don't really think they deserve for us to watch us part of the bus with a back five. Plus, look at the gap between the bottom three and ourselves. I think we can. You know what? I don't think it'll end in a draw, like I said, but I do think Blues will give Watford a game. Anyways, I've been keeping Watford on TV here. Make sure to like, share, and also subscribe to the channel. Let's see if we can hit 50 likes. Like I said, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And as always, keep right on.